Hey, welcome. Today, we're going to build your very own Arabic Traveler's Toolkit. These are the essential phrases you can start using, like right now, to navigate and describe the world around you in basic Arabic. So, you ready for a little challenge? What if I told you that you could be speaking your first real Arabic sentences in, like, the next 5 minutes? I know, it sounds ambitious, but I'm absolutely sure we can do it. Let's jump right in. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. Think of it like a little adventure. First, we'll pack the essentials. Then, we're going to learn how to meet new people, ask for some directions, have a bit of a global conversation, and finally, we'll learn how to describe the world around you. It's a really simple step-by-step path. All right, first things first. Part 1, packing the essentials. Before you can build a skyscraper, you got to lay the foundation, right? Same thing with language. We have to be able to just point at stuff and know what it's called. This is ground zero. And here we go. This is probably the most important tool you'll learn today. The word is hada. It just means this is. Now, it's used for masculine nouns, but don't worry about that too much for now. It's the key that's going to unlock everything else. Why don't you try saying it with me? Hada. Nice.
Okay, so we can make a statement. But what about asking a question? Well, you're going to love how simple this is. All you do is add one tiny word, right before the word we just learned. Ma. Ma means what. So put them together, and what do you get? Ma hada. Literally, what is this? Just 2 words, but it's such a powerful question. And look at this. This shows you exactly how it all snaps together. So, step 1, you grab your mean tool, hada. Step 2, you add a noun. Let's use baytun, which means a house. And for step 3, you just combine them. Hada baytun. Boom, you just said, this is a house. How cool is that? All right, you're doing awesome. Let's level up a bit. We're moving on to our next section. We've got objects down, so let's use that exact same thinking to start talking about people. The only trick, we need to learn how to ask who instead of what. Okay, check this out. It's all about one simple little swap. To ask about a thing, we use ma hadha. But to ask about a person, you just switch out ma for man. So it becomes man hadha. It's such a tiny change, right? Going from what to who. But wow, it opens up a completely new dimension of conversation. Of course, to answer that question, we're going to need a little more vocabulary. So let's stock up our toolkit. Here are a few words for people. We've got tabibun, that's a doctor, madarisun, a teacher. Then there's talibun for a student. And finally, waladun, which means a boy. So let's try it out in a real conversation. Imagine you see someone and you ask, Men hada, who is this? And the answer comes right back, using the exact same pattern we learned for the house. Hada mudarrisun. This is a teacher. See? The logic is exactly the same. It's all starting to click, isn't it? Seriously, you're doing great. Let's keep that momentum going with section 3. So now we can identify stuff and people. The next logical step is finding out where they are. This part is all about getting your bearings and finding your way. And for that, you need a navigation tool. And here it is. The word is aina. Super simple. It just means where. This one word is your golden ticket to asking about the location of, well, anything. Aina. Got it? Now, to make that question really work for us, we need a few other small but super important words. Think of them as the glue. First up is men, which means from. And then we need our basic pronouns, huwa for he and hiya for she. That's it. These little guys are going to connect everything. Okay, and now we get to what I think is the coolest part, for real. In section 4, we're going to have a global conversation. We're going to take everything we've learned, all those little pieces, and put them together to talk about where people are from. This is where we go from just naming things to actually connecting with people. So where are we traveling today? Let's take a look at our itinerary. We can now talk about places like Al-Yaban, that's Japan. As-Sin is China. Then we have Al-Hind, which is India. Faransa, that's France. And Misr, Egypt. Suddenly the world gets a little bigger, right? Okay, you ready for the grand finale of this section? Let's build a complete, powerful sentence from scratch. We start with our pronoun, huwa, he. Then we add our little glue word, min, from. And finally, we pick our destination, Al-Yaban, Japan. Put it all together, and what do you have? Huwa min al-Yaban. He is from Japan. It really is that straightforward. Amazing. All right, we're in the home stretch now, the final step of our little journey today.
You can point at things, you can ask about people, you can say where they're from. So what's left? Let's add some personality, some description. It's time to add a little color to your world. Okay, here are a few simple adjectives that you'll use all the time. First, we have kabirun, which means big. The opposite is saghirun, small. Then there's jamilun, which means beautiful, and jadidun, for new. These are the words that are going to make your sentences pop. And you won't believe how easy it is to use them. Remember our very first sentence, hada baytun? This is a house? Well, to describe it, you just stick the adjective right on the end, so it becomes hada baytun jamilun. This is a beautiful house. The structure stays exactly the same. So simple, so elegant. And just like that, we're done. Your Traveler's Toolkit is officially packed. I mean, think about it. In just a few minutes, you've learned the basic tools to identify objects, ask who people are, find out where they are, and even say where they come from. That is a huge accomplishment. Seriously. So, I have to ask you a question. Using what we've just learned. Min aina anta? Where are you from? Go on, think about how you might answer that. Because that's the real magic of learning a language, isn't it? It's not just about memorizing words, it's about using them to share a little piece of yourself with the world. So, what's next on your adventure?